From Choctaw Resort in Durant, Oklahoma, this is Poker Night in America. Hello and welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm Chris Hansen alongside Joe Stapleton. Tonight we are in Durant, Oklahoma at Choctaw. And I gotta say, this place is massive.
Well, you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, except for Joe, we're in Oklahoma.
Which is Texas's hat. So it's gotta be bigger here too. You're not saying Texas has a small head, are you, Chris? You wouldn't say Texas has a small head.
Oh, golly gee, no, Joe, I wouldn't say that. So sorry, Texas. Anyway, great lineup here tonight. It's good to see Doug Polk made the trip. He's in for $24,000, as is Esther E-Tay Taylor. ODB David Baker is in for 10. Same goes for Kyle Julius, Ashley Hine, and the breeder of several goats. I kid you not, Steve Fuhrman.
And wait, was that a goat pun?
Unintentional, but yes.
Rounding out the table with 5,000 in front of her, it's everyone's favorite space cadet, Kelly Winter. Wait, that dude herds goats?
I'm already stuck 75. Brutal. Today's shaping up to be a brutal day.
Action on Steve Fuhrman, Queen Trey folds.
Is that
Ashley Hine out.
Okay, we got the straddle on board.
Figured someone needed to help get the game out the mud.
So David Baker, he's taking advantage of the straddle. He's raising $100 blind. He will get to act last before the flop.
Oh, and hello, Doug Polk. You know, Doug, you keep wearing these shirts with sleeves on it. People are going to think that's all you wear.
Eventually, there will be a collar. Maybe even a cuff.
I like it.
Doug makes it 400 with Queen 10 suited to Esther Taylor.
And some early action.
She makes it 1,500 with jacks.
Friendly table.
Are you gonna try and do to me what you did to Sean Deeb?
Making it a lot easier for David to fold the straddle.
The three bet.
Doug would be dominated here a lot, but nobody folds pre-flop on Poker Night in America.
Oh, you mean when I 3-bet him every hand?
Yes.
Here comes the flop. It's 10-6-6.
Dangerous flop for Doug. He's got top pair, decent kicker. E-Tay over pair to the board.
Esther bets 1,200.
And Dog's caught a pair here, so he can't fold, but it's going to be very difficult for him to improve.
He does call. Oh boy, another 10 on the turn gives him a house.
Okay, yeah, difficult to improve. I swear it was difficult.
Would you like to hit the 10 seconds ago button?
Not really. It's not supposed to happen.
3,800, the bet from Doug Polk.
And this is a terrible spot for Esther. You can't really just go folding jacks here all the time, but man, this is a lot of money in a spot where Doug is screaming strength.
Wow, we get started with over a $13,000 pot already, and ace comes on the river.
And this ace should not slow Doug down at all. Maybe it will give Esther pause. That's P-A-U-S-E, guys, not P-A-W-S. This is Doug playing poker, not Dog playing poker.
Oh boy, cash in play. The bet is 10,500 from Doug. And you're right, any other card comes on the river besides an ace here, it makes it less believable. But thinking if he's just playing ace-king the entire time trying to buy the pot on the turn.
Call.
And she calls anyway.
Oh, wow.
Call.
What's happening, Doug? Turn the hand over, buddy. Must not have hurt her.
Eesh.
And we are only one hand into this episode, and things are already awkward.
I guarantee you, Esther is flaming Doug on Twitter right now.
Let's hope so. She's straddling, gonna try to recover some of those losses.
So lucky in the straddle, getting
Juice
that.
the pot.
I was like, man, really? Are you trying to push me out? Okay.
And this will be a bad time to try to go after it.
Straddle?
We have a straddle, yeah.
It's Doug and I were sharing.
Oh.
Yeah, we're sharing it. And we get to put our cards together and play PLO.
Correct.
Aces for Julius makes it 325.
That would really make the straddle stronger.
I don't like that.
Coming in
Looks
hot.
like Steve loves cow money.
Steve Fuhrman, king, queen suited. He's re-raising.
Everyone likes it.
Oh, man. He's drinking, get him.
Ashley Hine
Usually how it works.
folds.
Sometimes it works out for me, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Do you play this
And
tournament?
action folds back around to Kyle Julius with the
I was
Rockets,
unsuccessful in my
the
efforts
American
to put
Airlines,
chips in a bag.
the
If I was in your shoes, I
Alfred
also me too.
Einsteins.
I
I'm out.
did. Yeah. I misclicked right off the bat. It was brutal.
Yep.
You know how the 5Ks
The
were
5Ks look like
5Ks were
100s.
gray
Yeah.
and the 100s were black.
I
tried to
assume
call.
there is a
Instead of
4-bet
putting out
incoming.
1200, I put 12,000.
Sure enough,
And
it's
I don't really like
32-25.
stacks, so.
Furman does have
can't see
position
it,
and a
but
hand
on
that
the side of
flops
the
pretty
table,
well, but
it
you'd
looks
have to
like
be
a
putting
faded
Kyle
out,
Julius on a pretty much
black.
pre-flop airball bluff. To not know, you're going to be in bad shape here a lot.
Yeah, it's hard enough to hit one of those two cards, but to try to hit both of them or flop a
gonna wanna play
straight
this
or a
one.
flush option.
It was weird you said that, and then you raised, and I re-raised, and you re-raised, and I was just like, did he really say that? And you had aces? I don't know. That would be.
All right, flop is 7,
I mean,
deuce,
it's almost
10.
the same. That ace king
Brick,
so-
brick, and brick as far as Fuhrman is
And you
concerned.
say,
true.
and you say to them, you're gonna want to play this one.
true.
Isn't that so? I don't know. I don't know.
Julius checks.
I'm not a
Oh,
live read
boy.
person though. I'm more like that. I had jacks person, you know. I've gotten stacked
Jacks
pretty
is my
repeatedly.
favorite hand.
And it's never a good sign when you're trying to rep your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe
have-
that.
you have
one way
three
to
options.
play.
I'm like, I love jacks.
Yesterday I hated
Clearly.
You have three
Clearly, I
options,
just
and
gave
they're
you
all wrong.
15. Yeah.
This bet here means kings or aces.
All in.
There's the check raise, all in.
I have no idea.
And with the amount of money that's in there already, it's only 2,700
Well,
more to
good news
call.
and Bad news for you. When the hands
But you have
You can see
zero
it, but-
chance. We know he has pretty much zero chance of winning this.
He's getting like 5 to 1 on his money. Is it worth it to call and maybe go runner? Mathematically, no.
Well, I'm just not.
But it's still got to be tempting to like just a little bit more money on fire and torch the rest of it.
Just to see.
Go with classy.
Yeah.
Try.
I have to call.
Fuhrman does make the call.
Holy shkamones.
That's hard to beat. That.
And there's a really strong chance he's drawing dead on the turn.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough.
I've seen
Don't
it
say
done.
that.
I've seen it done before.
Yeah.
Everybody
Dead.
calm down.
Yeah, as a doornail.
Sweat. Oh.
I have good news and bad news for you, though.
What's the good news? You offer reasonable loans?
Well, 2 big hands to get us started here on Poker Night in America.
More poker night after these messages.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play. Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma, and Choctaw.
Fun fact about Durant, any beer served here cannot exceed 4% alcohol by volume.
What's so fun about that?
Last night I drank 14 IPAs and went to bed sober. But I was a little sluggish in the gut.
Local Ashley Hine is first act. She folds.
She's an Oklahoma local, a local homeland. Local homeland. I think that's what I'm going with. Doug Polk raising $150 with Queen 10 suited.
David Baker makes it 500 with King Queen suited. And pocket nines for Fuhrman and his new batch of chips. Fresh chips, hot out the oven. Love them.
Delicious. Doug Polk with a fairly delicious hand himself. Should be happy to take a flop. 9's ahead for now. And they get out flopped by everyone.
Oh, pretty good flop here for David Baker, I would say. He's got top pair plus a flush draw. Doug Polk hits top pair.
Yeah, Baker's always going to put money in here. Good fold by pocket nines. Doug will not be so lucky, at least not this hand.
Four of spades on the turn.
And I see no reason for ODB to slow down.
He's obviously got Polk's interest. Doug checks, action now on ODB. You see, he's the original David Baker. Not to be confused with organic David Baker. That's a totally different player.
Gluten-free David Baker.
And he bet 1,600.
Well, Doug Polker Still is in a pretty nasty spot. Yeah, just no way for him to get away from this now. Maybe he makes some kind of soul read on the river. And is able to get away from top pair.
Ace of clubs comes on the river, so now David Baker's got the nut flush.
It's always a little annoying when you make a better hand that you need to that maybe kills your action. Like, you're not gonna hit every flush draw. Why hit the ones you don't need to?
Exactly.
He already had the best hand, and now it's entirely possible a value bet on the river gets a fold.
And Doug checks, so that maybe he would take advantage of that, make it look like he was the one playing the flush.
That was not the river for me.
What are the chances I get a sponsor?
Oh my God.
Please don't utter that word out of your mouth.
I need a new sponsor.
I've actually been sponsored for
Yeah,
years.
I saw.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm a Chocaholic.
Well, what are we doing, Doug? We're folding.
Nice laydown. Easy as pie. Baking a pie. David Baker. Next hand.
And we had a straddle from Julius.
I'm so sick. I check raised her, and I hoped that she had a big enough hand that we could play for
You
it.
are sick.
I didn't want her to fold. I know I'll be behind if she puts it in.
If you hit, man, you get some sick value.
Doug Polk's not going to let this opportunity go by. Looks like he's going to play 8-9. Why not?
Dan, this must be a real bad hand. What kind of garbage do you have here on
It's
the
either
button?
really bad or really good.
What?
That's all
No,
I
it is
can
not
tell you.
really good. You did not raise me.
Flip, Cole.
Damn. Damn. Wow. All right. I'm feeling good about this one.
I feel good for you versus me, but not you
Can I get
versus
some
David.
blacks?
Ace 10, 9, 8, and ace deuce.
4. I just like them.
King 10 Jack is the flop.
Classy and elegant.
Open-ended straight draw for Doug Polk.
But it's David Baker's
gives
pair
me
of
like
10s that are the best hand for now.
600 to bet from Polk.
Thank you.
And now to David. He calls.
Now I have a little wall, so you can't.
There you
You can
go.
peek over it. Okay.
The Great Wall of
Yeah.
Choctaw.
Great wall.
Did someone say the Great Wall of Chocolate?
No, Choctaw.
I gotta call my sponsor.
Doug Polk doesn't want a free card. He wants to put more money into this pot.
Yeah, good old-fashioned semi-bluff. I ain't mad at it. Doug's semi-bluffing is solid, but somehow David Baker, he's gonna get stickier than a chocolate eclair. I really gotta call my sponsor.
Remember the steps.
It's a
Come on, man. You're strong.
skincare.
I'm powerless.
5 comes on the river, so David Baker has the best hand.
Can Doug empty the clip? I think Baker has a foldable hand. Will Doug put enough money into this pot to not have to show his 9? Will he empty the clip? Do we have a clip? Can we run a clip? Okay, no clip.
You shouldn't have told me.
Oh, there is a clip, and it's being loaded.
Here we go.
You open it.
Walking around.
You open it up. It's
32-25 is the bet.
I don't think he's
goes
Caitlin
on
now.
clear. Don't worry.
I do like the size of this. I think it's a believable bluff, but I still think there's a chance that David Baker runs him down anyway. Unless you flopped it, nothing got there on the turn and river. So would Doug Polk really go 3 streets?
Remember, Doug Polk was the original raiser here in the cutoff, so the story would add up that he probably does have a premium hand.
Baker does lay it down.
All right. Got a game going now.
Doug shows him the 9 high. If you subscribe to Doug's training site, does he teach you how to do that?
I'm good about that hand.
We've got a game going indeed, and like all games, most of which are divided into quarters or halves, etc., Poker Night has segments, and between segments we have to go to break, and that is now. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Choctaw in Durant, Oklahoma. $25.50 no limit hold'em in case you haven't been keeping track.
Steve Fuhrman in with pocket deuces. We have not heard much from Ashley Hine today. There she is.
All right, let's do it.
Doug folds ace-6 over to Baker. He's in with king-queen. Winterhalter's out. Julius in with the old 7-4 offsuit. Hey, wow, that was very dramatic. You saw the 2 pair for Julius, top pair for Baker. Not much for anybody else.
Wow, how nice is that in the big blind? You just flop 2 pair like that. Oh.
Let the big blind special shine the light on me.
250 from Hine becomes 700 from Baker.
You want to see something really scary? It's the bottom 2 pair raise, which I'm a big fan of. Especially when the board is likely to have hit 1 or more opponents.
And there we go, up to 2,100.
You were close. You almost had that one.
Man, if anybody gets that big blind special, want to see something really scary reference, please let me know on Twitter. It would really make me happy.
$21.
No one else was very interested.
Hine in a spot where she can in no way, shape, or form continue in this hand, but maybe just enjoying the one hand she's played so far tonight.
Fold them, fold
Lap
them.
it
There
up.
we go. Fold them, fold them.
Now, this is a very precarious spot for David Baker because there are so many draws that can be semi-bluffing this flop. Baker may decide to just get as much as he can in with top pair. It's pretty rare that Kyle Julius is going to have a made hand already. He's going to have a lot of 5-6s, a lot of clubs, a lot of pair and flush draws. He's not going to have a lot of sets and 2
Does
pairs.
the same.
5,800.
Serves the same purpose.
Wow, an all in for 5,800 from David Baker and a call
Run it.
Got bottom 2.
from Kyle Julius.
Is that good right now?
Yeah.
Julius way out in front, the big favorite. Still a favorite. Brick, brick, ship it to Julius.
Once again, what a beautiful big blind wins you over a 10K pot. Nice.
The BBBW, the big, beautiful, blind window.
What are your premium standards?
Very low.
Okay.
I see potential in a lot.
All right, main event dealers, if you start your show, complete that hand next hand. 75 chip ante.
So, Doug, what's your drink of choice when you're drinking?
Kimosabe?
I am, of course, Kimosabe. No, I'm more of a Scotch guy.
Oh, there
I
you
like
go.
beer, but it makes me too fat, so I'm off this stuff.
I don't drink beer at all.
Yeah, it's.
And it's funny because my family's German, and I just, you know.
Come on, Kelly.
I love beer. I just know what.
Yeah, she's playing a hand.
She listens to
I'm
you.
all about wine.
Yeah.
You know, Chris, I'm actually 30 days sober.
Oh, really? Good for you.
Yeah, now I just have to start
Vodka
working on the
makes
nights.
anything's pretty good.
I like Cabernet.
I love Cab. Cab is good. Well, it's funny because my husband was born in California in Sacramento, and he lived in Napa for forever, and he hates wine.
Hates wine?
Yes.
All right, action is
I'm
on
like, how did you live in
ODB.
Napa in the wine country, and you?
It's 450 for him to call, and he does that with 6s.
Oh, come on, David. She hasn't played a hand all night. You're calling with
If I can get a
6s.
guaranteed seat to come back if I bust, I'll do it.
Just get somebody to tell you every time you're in a hand, and you can just run over there real quick.
That'd be terrible.
Oh, wow. I guess Kelly Winterhalter knows how to pick her spots.
Pay me 1,100.
Actually, hashtag can jump in and play for you. He'll treat your money with respect, and
God, I won't let that kid touch $1 of mine.
He'll have you 5 rebuys before the time you've even lost to winning here.
and you'll get some extra hats.
I don't want him.
You got lucky?
I don't want his hat.
He'll take it easy on you if
I
you
got
wear
plenty,
one.
man.
I'm really surprised nobody pulled out a lighter and just burnt one on fire.
This is fun.
That was the least believable statement in the history of statements.
This is fun.
And the turn is a 9,
All right,
okay.
he's open-ended.
Oh, that hurts.
Fun.
Picked up more outs on the turn. Turns out he didn't need them.
Oh, you hit the hard one on the river. Oh. See, I told you, Kelly, you should just stick to premium hands.
Just
stop
play
playing.
tight. My
yeah,
goodness.
I
That's
mean,
what you get for loosening up.
You open that range up and things go south in a hurry.
David Baker, you old dirty Baker, how could you?
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
We are halfway done with the fun from day one at Chuck. Nope, I'm out of rhymes. Chris?
Rough start for Esther Taylor. She had her good hands cracked and then bluffed her bad hands into aces. So she's stuck 20,000. Despite sucking out in dramatic fashion before the break, David Baker is still down over 9K. Doug Polk, our current big winner, is up nearly 2 stacks, followed by Kyle Julius with a nice profit of 9,400.
Tune in next time to see how this table shakes out.
And for everyone here at Poker Night in America with Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hansen. Thanks for watching.
And Kelly, what kind of dogs do you have, you said?
He's a Corgi Jack Russell mix, and I have a cat, and they're in love with each other. It's very sweet. I often catch them spooning. Spooning the cat, serious.
Does the cat lick him
They get tangled, tail flying in the air. My cat cleans my dog.